There'd be a couple main points that God wants me to hit, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So the first one is talking about how the Bible itself, it can become an idol, and the Bible is a representation of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So that's number one. And number two is it's okay to be weak, because in our weakness, God's power is made perfect. When we admit our weakness or our pride, it empowers God to empower us to be able to walk and serve Him in a much greater capacity. So that being said, there's a lot of pride that's been in the churches. A lot of believers have a lot of pride about their walk with God. There's this idea of a divine hierarchy, an idea of just a hierarchy in general in the church, and this causes a lot of conflict. Ideally, in a church, you're supposed to be collaborative, right? Everybody teaches everybody else. Everybody learns from everybody else. It's the exchange. It's like basically when we are having communication or any kind of interaction, we are defining each other insofar as when we speak or we act, we're basically putting information out there. And we receive that information and then we return the information one way or another. It could be body language, it could be actually speaking it out, or just maybe later on when we actually have digested the information and we have an interaction with somebody else. So we have this relationship where we're defining one another. And by the way, just walking away from somebody is also another action. So it's kind of that action-reaction idea. And this way we define each other, and this is how God kind of defines us as well. We have interactions with God. Anytime we're interacting with the environment, reality in general, we're interacting with God as well. We just might not be aware of it as much. Because God has literally created everything. And that's not to say that God is responsible for everything. Free will is a gift. And because we have free will, we are empowered with responsibility in so many ways. Anyway, returning. So there is no hierarchy. This is kind of errant. The hierarchy is a deception of Satan, or whatever name you want to give the entity that's responsible for evil. And I put evil in quotes on purpose because evil can be a very, very subjective thing. And ultimately, the best way to define morality is this. God represents good. And there's a line that is extended from God. And the farther away from God you get, the less good you become. Meaning, at some point, humans, I guess the collective belief in reality is that once you get past this certain point, you start to become evil and you start to do evil things. And